Hello Facebook, hello everybody watching on YouTube on Catch Up. Nice to have you with me on this Wellbeing Wednesday. Just saying to our friends here on Instagram that one of my favourite subjects today, we're going to be talking about midlife skincare. Obviously, such a great topic. Love this one. And I'm going to be joined by a fab female founder. Yep, indeed. Tamsin Styles, who is the creator of a great British beauty brand, excuse me, called ARK, A-R-K, ARK. Really, really cool. She sent me loads of things and I have been doing my due diligence and trying everything these last few weeks so that I could talk about it with authority and experience. So if you've got questions, do please pop them on Facebook. We'll pop all the links. Lainey's there managing Facebook. On Instagram, I'll make sure that everything is, of course, in our caption afterwards. So you will be able to find it all there. And of course, you can always head over to LizEarleWellbeing.com and there you will find all the answers. So let us see who we have here, whether we can get Tamsin to join ARK Skincare. Here we are. This is always very exciting. I love this moment when we connect in real time, live with actual brand founders talking about their lovely, lovely brand. Hi.
Hi, it's so exciting to be here.
Oh, this is really good. I mean, you know me, obviously, my name is synonymous with beauty and skincare. So I'm delighted to be talking about this because I love delving into ingredients and how they work and particularly talking to other brand founders. What's your background? Because your range it's amazing. You've got so many amazing products, all for different ages. How did you come to set up ARK?
I'm not actually the founder, so
right.
I joined at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
It was founded by a Reiki practitioner and also a naturopath who worked together to create a brand for use for professionals. So it was a spa brand originally.
I wondered because some of the ingredients are so interesting. And
yeah.
You can really tell, I mean, I'm used to drilling down into formulations and, you know, you can really tell that a lot of thought's gone into this.
It really did. And I think it was quite a well-kept secret for some years.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It was used in a number of salons and spas, particularly in southwest London. If any of your followers are in that area, they might have seen an ARK Skincare spa or salon at some stage. But there was there were a few changes along the way, and then the direction of the brand changed, which is when I got involved to bring the brand to direct to consumers, direct to customers out of the spa. I'm not a therapist, but I got involved just absolutely, completely from the passion of using the products and seeing the difference in my own skin.
Yeah.
So I got invited to get involved and gradually worked through the company to where I am now, and now acting CEO. So that was my own journey with my own skin that brought me to this brand. And I don't use anything else. I mean, obviously you expect people that work within brands to only use their brand, but lots of people cherry pick and use different things. But I just absolutely
well, there's so many things that you can use. Now, for me, the starting point is always a really good cleanser. And I'm very, very picky, as you might imagine. And I do use the cleanser that I created, Cleanse and Polish, which I love. But I was really interested to try yours. And I have to say, top marks. This is the one that I've been using, the Age Defy cleanser.
Yeah.
And it says it's a brightening cleanser, which is really interesting because it says formulated for your 50s onwards. So that would definitely be me. I've been using this in the shower. So I've been using this first thing in the morning to really pep up and refresh my skin after a good night's sleep, hopefully getting rid of all the dead skin cells and the sebum and all of that. What is in here that's making it do the brightening bit? Because I think we're all used to cleansers working really well to take makeup off, but brightening is interesting.
It is. Well, you'll see in all of range. Just to explain about the ages, because you've picked up on that. That's the Age Defy range, the over 50 range.
Yeah.
But we have 3 families of products: teens and 20s, 30s and 40s, and over 50s. So protect, defend, and defy. And what we're doing there is acknowledging that your skin changes with age. I mean, it was just a penny drop moment for me when, because let's face it, there's so many skincare brands out there, aren't there?
Yeah.
And so many fantastic ones, but it can get a little bit confusing.
Yeah,
It really can.
for sure.
So we try and make it simple by splitting it down by age group and having the most efficacious ingredients we can pertinent to the age you are. So where you really need to, look after your skin when you're very young, you'll just want to protect it but not overstimulate it.
Sure.
And then in your 30s and 40s, obviously, stressors get in the way. External and internal stressors really kick in our lives. And then over 50, which is the range you picked up there, we tend to find that our skin gets a bit dull, a bit lackluster. We need a bit more oomph. We certainly need some more hydration. So we ramp it up. So in our in the over 50s range, the Defy range, we look at vitamin C, we look at hyaluronic acid, we look at red clover and brightening agents, to really give that porcelain look to skin. You're plumping it up, you're hydrating, but also you're giving a lovely natural glow and overcoming the dullness that we can see, particularly for us women, perimenopause and menopause, everything sort of starts to get stripped out, as we all well know. So we want to give ourselves a natural glow, and the whole ethos of the brand is just to have the best skin yet. You have your best skin yet, the healthiest skin you can, whatever your age. Age is irrelevant. So with that particular cleanser, it's great. It's really versatile. If you're someone that likes to wash your face with water, you can put it on your skin and wash it off with a damp cloth, or you can use it in the shower as you have.
It's really nice and creamy.
Yeah, incredibly versatile. And after you've used it, your skin will never feel that tight, dry feeling you can get with some cleansers. It will be beautifully plumped and smooth, and there'll be no hint of that dreadful tightness that you can get, and where you suddenly think, oh, quick, how fast can I get my moisturizer off? So it's hydrating properties in there in itself. Really
hydrating. I mean, I do like washing my face under the shower because it just feels really clean, but your skin so often can feel really stripped, especially if you've got hard water, which I have. So this is a lovely, lovely, lovely one to use. And of course the vitamin C, which we've talked about here so many times before, it's so brightening. And if you've got those areas of pigmentation, I've got some pigmentation here on my cheek, so I'm always looking for good vitamin C in products that just will help all that, cumulative daily. Little and often is the key, isn't it? Rather than kind of stripping your skin out with an acid peel or something.
I mean, absolutely, and it's so healing. Vitamin C, I mean, I know, there are those people that like vitamin A's and the retinals, that's...
Which I do too,
But, not everyone can handle it. And me being one of them, and I would say that vitamin C is up there as the other major ingredient that you need to be looking at, especially if you have skin sensitivities, irritations. I suffer with rosacea, so for me, it's the vitamin C properties in there that really help with the healing, as well as there's plumping peptides in there too.
And the peptide.
Love a
peptide. Let's talk a little bit about the rosacea, because I've seen lots of comments over the many months actually on my channels about rosacea, and you use some really amazing calming ingredients to help with that, because it can be such a debilitating thing, isn't it? When you get these redness and it's sore and it just flares up, particularly under stress, and at this time of year a lot of people having rosacea flares.
Yeah, and it's one of those conditions. I was diagnosed with acne rosacea in my 20s, having breezed through my teens with completely clear skin and the envy of my friends. Then suddenly in my mid-20s I was hit with this. I don't know why. It's not in my family. And I suffered for years, and I tried many brands to try and do anything I could to calm it down. And the more I tried, the more I chopped and changed, the worse it got. So, of course, you learn very quickly when you have something like rosacea, consistency is key. Establish your routine and keep it consistent. ARK was genuinely the first brand I found, was the only brand I found that actually helps my skin. We're all different. Everyone has different triggers. And certainly with rosacea, it's something you have to look at holistically. External, the environment, hot, cold at this time of year is terrible for rosacea sufferers. Diet, this time of year again, if you drink, party,
sugar is a real trigger for rosacea. So
I did have a mince pie yesterday and rather held my breath, but
got to have a mince pie. Can't hold back. So,
but But yes, in the lovely thing about our products is they have all been dermatologically tested and they're suitable for sensitive skin. So we have that badge, but particularly we find people that do suffer with sensitivity, redness and rosacea can use them. And one of the lovely ingredients that helps my skin is allantoin, which is very healing, very soothing.
You find it in chamomile, don't you, allantoin?
Yes, we have that throughout the range.
Nice.
And, along with the vitamin C, obviously, which is itself very, very calming and healing for many people. So, yes, the whole range is suitable for people like me with sensitivities. And, of course, you'll also find on pack that we fly the free from badge. And so
Let me show you that.
Yeah, it's free from known irritants. So,
great.
Lots of...
That's really handy to know that to look out for that.
Yeah.
I always judge a skincare brand by its moisturiser.
Right.
Because that's like kind of the staple. And yours are excellent. What I particularly love, we'll talk about the formulation, but I love the fact that you're using these airless pumps.
Yeah.
So no air, no oxygen goes back into the cream when you take the lid off the jar. So they're super pure and just really, really effective. One little pump delivers just the amount that you need.
They're really good, the pumps.
Really good.
There's so many reasons to use them. Yes, it's protected. It's not going to oxidize. It's protected from the air. It's also opaque, so it's not going to get UV damage. Because obviously, efficacious ingredients like vitamin C degrade if they're in the light. So you've got to protect it. Also, when we get these lovely smart glass jars and they come with a little spatula, many people forget the spatula, throw it away. They put their grubby little fingers, however clean they might think they are, into the pot, and that becomes a petri dish of bacteria.
Yeah, you've got to be careful.
You keep putting your hand in, so you've got to use, if you have a product with a little spatula, do use the spatula.
Yeah.
But that just takes that need away. And also, less is more. You only need one pump of our product to do your whole face and neck. You don't need
I've noticed that. One pump, and literally from here right the way down to here.
Absolutely.
And all across here. And this is really such a vulnerable area. Please don't stop your skincare at your chin. It's got to carry on all the way down. And if you can, pop a little bit on the back of your hands like I did there too.
Yeah, but that's, so it really will last because you don't overuse it.
Yeah.
And as you say, your neck is so important. It has to be part of your whole routine. Yeah. In fact, we did a trial we did a blind testing trial with this with 120 ladies, and 91% of them said they couldn't believe the effects on their neck particularly. So it's a really good neck treatment as well because it really does plump and bring life back to your neck.
You've got great ingredients, and then the other one that I really have enjoyed using is the repairing night treatment.
Yes.
So this seems slightly richer.
Yes. So just at night, it's when our cells actually have the time to start to repair themselves.
Yeah.
And really, it's when we really need to give our skin a bit of help and give ourselves a little bit of an extra barrier to let it work and repair itself overnight. And so wake up, with a dewy, rested look. But the beauty of this night cream is that whilst it's a bit richer than the day cream, it's not gloopy, it's not heavy. You're not going to have half of it on your pillow.
No.
It really
feels
does.
really good.
Yeah,
Wish you could feel it.
You do wake up in the morning and notice the difference that you've helped the skin.
Completely.
So it really is worth investing in a night treatment. It's a relatively new product to our range, and so we're always sort of interested to see how they go, but it's really taken off and it's had amazing results.
I'm not surprised. I mean, some of the amazing ingredients that you've got in here, you've got hyaluronic acid, which you've talked about. Anybody who's taking the Ingenious Beauty capsules, you're taking that within. This is a great way to do two approaches, what goes on the skin as well as what goes inside the body.
Yes.
Then you've got your blackcurrant seed oil. That's a super concentrated oil, isn't it, for beauty? And Abyssinian oil, that you don't often see that because that's really expensive. Abyssinian oil.
Yeah, tell me about it. We use it in our body. We have a body serum as well, and that's very rich in Abyssinian oil as well. Really indulgent. It is. I mean, it is expensive, but again, you only use a little bit.
Tiny bit.
So the idea is, we don't feel the products are overpriced, but they're pitched really well in the market.
I think they are. I think they are. And of course, we all get 20% off, which is really nice. So thank you for that.
Well,
Big
it
heart.
helps, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Certainly helps.
But if you know that something's concentrated, and if you know that it's really well made and it's going to last a long time and deliver the results, then that's value. You know, you can spend a lot of money on stuff that doesn't last and doesn't work, and frankly, that is, that ends up being so expensive and a waste of money.
Well, it's a false economy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we will always say don't overuse it. They have got high efficacy ingredients in there. They are good quality ingredients. They were formulated for professional use. They are still used in spas and salons nationwide. So, you don't need to be going pump, and using lots of...
No, don't overdo it. I think we're all tempted to, because we're all used to working with cheaper products that don't work very well, that you need more of. Such an interesting point. Got a couple of late joiners here. This is ARK. Tilly, we're talking about ARK Skincare. Really amazing. Originally developed for professional use in salons only, and now made more widely available. But so clever that you split it into ages. So you've got the 20s, or the teens up to 20, have you, for younger people?
Yeah, teens and 20s. I mean, our main mantra with teens and 20s is please don't overstimulate your skin too young. The temptation with all the bombardment of messages we have in the beauty industry.
I know. Don't overdo it.
They start doing too much too soon, and really, you don't need to. What you need to be doing is keeping your skin clean, cleanse properly, don't sleep in makeup, all of those lessons.
Yep.
And protected from damage, protected antioxidants and UV damage. You want to protect it, but please don't be using so-called anti-aging treatments when you're very young, because they're not preventative. Some of these, they are meant for when you're older. So we try and educate our young people to have a really good routine, a consistent routine
with good ingredients, really simple,
and not overdo it,
not aggravate it. And then your middle range is sort of what, 30s and 40s?
30s and 40s, and this is when you start to see the signs of stress creeping into your life in general, men and women.
So do. Yes.
We, either internal stressors as we put more pressure on ourselves or have more stressful situations, but also external stress builds up pollution if we don't protect our skin against pollutants and UV damage, and it both can have an effect in our 30s and 40s. Particularly women, you might be having children and getting more serious about your career, or combining both, and the stress within us. I know your platform's fantastic because you're full of the holistic angle, but really it comes out in our skin. Our skin is our biggest organ, and everything that's going on in us comes out in our skin. So our 30s and 40s range, which is Age Defend, is about calming,
Lovely.
just
like
really
that.
bringing your skin, calming it down, protecting it, and just preventing early aging. We're never about anti-aging. We're not an anti-aging brand because we embrace aging passionately, and we just want to look our best whatever age we are. But we don't want to leave our skin neglected and see premature aging creeping in. We want to just nurture it as we go through life stages. So that's our Defend range, and that is very calming and soothing. And then, as you said, the age defy, when we get to 50 and Mother Nature gets crueler to us ladies, but men too, it really starts plumping up that,
I love it that you've made it so easy that we can identify from our 50s onwards that this is the collection. So the brightening cleanser, your moisturiser, from 50s onwards, and they're specifically made for that. But also, I have to say, what I really like also is that you haven't been tempted to jump on the menopause marketing bandwagon, because I get infuriated by creams that are sold as somehow being miraculous for menopause. Well, I'm sorry, but yes, they may be made for older skin, but they're very unrelated to the hormone activity that's happening in your body. And I just think it's a marketing tag, and it's misleading, and it's taking advantage of vulnerable women. And anyway, that's me on my soapbox.
No,
enough.
I will join you on that soapbox. I really will. I nearly said nonsense, but of course nobody's nonsense. But it's just,
it's not the right. It's not the right way to sort out your skincare. Let's do it by age. Let's do it by skin needs. We obviously, we are going to have hormonal changes. Hopefully, HRT is fixing it for a lot of us. But, we are going to have the loss of hyaluronic acid, the loss of estrogen, the loss of collagen, all those things, age related. So, specific skincare that will help to sort it.
But it doesn't have to be doom and gloom. I think I absolutely applaud the menopause conversation, but it's not absolutely dreadful.
No, it's not. I'm empowered.
Yes, and I love being in my 50s.
So do I. Thank you.
Yes.
Are you in your 50s? Gosh, I would not have put you down in your 50s.
Yeah, I'm 52, and I love it. I feel like my children are older.
Exactly. Children can go and sort themselves out for a bit.
They're still quite needy, but
they are. Oh yeah, tell me.
And I feel more confident than I've ever felt. I have less insecurities about what people think of me. I know if I know in myself that what I'm doing is right.
Tamsin, you're so on it.
Yeah, but this is how I feel, and it doesn't need to be doom and gloom and woe is me. But what we can do is when we do have, we're all going to have symptoms of some form of perimenopausal, menopausal symptoms. That's just a fact. And as you say, it's a physiological fact. We will lose hyaluronic acid, we will lose collagen, we will lose elastin. But what you can do is eat really well, do all the holistic joined up pieces that we know we should do, little bits of, nothing in excess, just a little bit of everything. Yeah. And then if you use a good quality topical moisturizer, it can help a bit. Yes. But it's not going to cure menopause symptoms.
No, and that's my issue. Yeah.
It's going to help you feel better, and it's going to help you glow. Yeah. And if your skin looks healthy, you feel a bit better about yourself because you look a bit better, and then that's that positivity. And that's what we want. We just want some positivity.
I completely agree with you, and I think having good quality formulations with good ingredients that are genuinely going to deliver, that's what it's about. And my community here know I don't often delve deep into the world of beauty, but because I'm very picky, I'm very fussy, and
I would expect you to be, and that's why everyone loves you, because I think you're very honest and straightforward.
Yeah, genuinely. This has a Liz Loves discount. If I don't love it, it can't have a Liz Loves discount because it wouldn't make sense. So I'm very, very careful. Particularly when it comes to things around beauty, because I know that people are going to rely on what I say, and I genuinely think that this is a very good range. And one of the things that I've also been trying, I haven't been trying it long enough to give you a proper view, but I really like the idea of it, is the reverse gravity eye cream. This is a really cute little number here. Do you want to talk us through this?
Yeah. This is really, I can talk about this for hours. You might have to tell me to be quiet. But, no, this is really
great. It looks amazing.
It
looks like something out of The Clangers, which is one of my all-time favourite TV programmes for those old enough to remember.
It's a bit weird, and it's got this weird periscope thing on the end. So it doesn't dispense out of the metallic ball. It dispenses out of the side. Some people need to get to grips with that. But what it does, you dispense it out of the side. The idea is you then use your ring finger, because we're more gentle with our ring finger, to put it around your orbital bone. So where you can feel the bone all the way around.
All the way around. Okay,
and lovely. Then use the metallic ball just to massage it ever so gently, because we don't want to be rough with our gentle eye area. So ever so gently.
Nice.
But the really lovely thing is to go right up and under the arch of your eyebrow, sweep it round, and you can feel the coolness of the metallic ball. It's not a roller ball, because again, this is for reasons of hygiene. We don't want any gunk under a roller ball, so it's a white, clean, static ball. That's why it's like that.
Clever.
And you just sweep
that feels so good. Oh my goodness, I've got a little tense bit here, actually.
Well, it really is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And there's actually, this is the active ingredient in here is from the Persian silk tree. And it has this amazing tightening and lifting effect. I have quite heavy eyelids, and what this does for me is it lifts my it lifts my eyelids, and just makes my eye. You have those days when you get up and it just, especially when it's dark, so dark in the mornings now, your eyes feel a bit heavy. It just lifts it gives you a lovely lifted feeling and a wide awake feeling.
Do you know, this kind of eye massage does really work. I remember going for a facial ages ago with the lovely Abigail James, who does a lot of work with her hands, and she spends a lot of time all around here and lifting and all around here. And honestly, when I came out, I looked in my mirror, I looked like I'd had a facelift. It was just extraordinary how effective it can be, massage around the eyes.
Absolutely, but also it stops you doing anything. I think people can be sometimes tempted to get eye creams and rub them in aggressively.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
You're going to damage your capillaries. Lots of dark circles is capillary damage. You've got to be very gentle, and this just encourages you to just be very gentle and sweeping. As I say, it's got this lovely lifting complex, but it's also got aloe vera, so it's cooling and soothing.
Perfect for party season.
Yeah, it absolutely. Morning after the night before. In fact, we had a number of Virgin crew. It was available on Virgin Atlantic for a little while. It isn't any longer. And the crew all used it to keep themselves going, which I thought was a great...
I always think it's great when flight crew tell you that they're using things, because they are the experts, crossing time zones, coping with sleep, stress, dehydration, pressurization, all the rest of it. Tamsin, it's so great to chat to you. I could carry on for hours. Hopefully we'll get another occasion. Thank you for the discount. I think the range is brilliant. I'm thrilled that it's come out of professional salon use only and into our hot little hands. And we're super grateful, and especially grateful for our discount. Thank you.
We're so grateful to you. I'm so excited that you love it. So thank you.
Oh, no, I genuinely do. So thank you, and have a great Christmas if we don't speak before.
Lovely to see you. Bye.
I'll be using this. Bye-bye. You have to click off by pressing the little white square. Very interesting, and I think, genuinely the ingredients there that we talked about are some of my favourites, which you know. For older skin, pigmentation, things like vitamin C that's been stabilised using these premium quality oils, the Abyssinian oil they're using, starflower, which is borage seed oil, aloe vera, all of that. Really, really interesting, and some interesting packaging ideas too, so getting double duty out of your products. Take a look. They are, just let me check the website, arkskincare.com. Really simple. ARK as in Noah and thee. And Liz Loves gets 20% off everything there. Just to recap, yesterday, those of you, who tuned in will have seen me with the wonderful Margaret Dabbs talking about her incredible crackers. Oh my goodness, who snapped these up? These are the amazing hand and foot care gifts. Really big, genuinely big, good sizes inside these very smart, chic crackers. So no more little plastic bits of, I was going to say tat, am I allowed to say that? Landing on your dining table at Christmas. You can actually put a cracker that's got something really, really lovely inside it. And she's also given us 20% off everything. I've been particularly enjoying her hand repair cream because my hands have been really suffering, and I've been using it religiously recently, knowing that I was going to be talking to her. And seriously, the difference in my hands is amazing. Grace says, I have everything, Margaret Tabbs. Yeah, we do love her. So again, Liz Loves gets you 20% off everything on her website. I am, of course, getting my glow with my lovely Lily's Cell Return Mask. They've got some great deals on at the moment, cellreturn.co.uk, and they do have now the Klarna Pay, which means you can pay in instalments, which is really helpful. So yes, you do get your Liz Loves discount. It's Liz Loves 21, I think, is the discount. But yeah, do go and check that out if you're looking at extravagant Christmas presents. And of course, they've got the neck ray if you were concerned about neck care. We were just talking to Tamsin earlier about care for the neck. Then the neck ray is also something that I use. So lastly, last but not least, these are also flying out of the door. These are my Yearbook 2s, Liz Earle Wellbeing Yearbook 2. These are the last ones ever available. We are not reprinting these, so that's it. We have the last few boxes. They're all signed by me, 15% off, and a free Liz Earle Wellbeing notebook that goes with it, and free UK P&P, but strictly while stocks last. So if you would like one, as a Christmas present for yourself or somebody special, then do please snap them up. That is it for today. But guess what, folks? I'm going to be back with you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to do a little Christmas special. I'm going to look at some of the really fun, inexpensive, that's the key word here, inexpensive things that maybe Father Christmas might find useful for stocking fillers. So I hope that he and his elves are going to be watching. We're going to be having a good Christmas chat, so I hope you'll join me same time, same place from 12 noon live, and of course later on catch up. I am off now to prep for something really special. Yes, today is the day. It's the Live Twice annual Christmas Carol concert, and I know lots of you are coming. I am super, super, super excited. It's going to be amazing. It's a virtual sellout, so I'm going to pop as much as I can on my Instagram later. I will be doing stories if you want to follow the journey at Liz Earle Me, and I will also put some pictures up on my Instagram tomorrow for all those who couldn't be with us in person. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that, and I shall chat some more about that no doubt tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.